Okay, so it's that time again. The High Priestess is back. She's one of the cards that doubles up. 29th. Adds up to 11. She's connected to the 11. Well, there we go. Can't remember which one that is. It might be Northeast, but I'm not sure. So she's the keeper of secrets. She doesn't tell. She's mute. She sees all, hears all, says naught. 4th house of home and family life. Saturn, the truth, and Cancer, which is the 4th house. So truth is coming out. Family issues, perhaps. The song is Over the Rainbow, specifically the Eva Cassidy one for some reason, because we have used Over the Rainbow before, but it's the original or that Jamaican one. This is specific, they're very specific. So Eva Cassidy, so the name Cassidy, so David Cassidy maybe. David's been in the reads forever. And Eva. So Eva was my great-grandmother's name, so great-grandmothers could be important in this. So let's see. High Priestess is about not letting anything negative into your field, be it financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. So it's the psychic, the medium, the traveller, the tarot reader, the carnival people. Like I said, where I come from, it's the 11th of October, but it could be a different date for you. Pomegranates. So it is about healthy living, not taking anything into your body, especially orally by mouth, but doesn't rule out injections, etc. That's negative. And all, at the same time, anything that comes out of your mouth, as in words written or spoken, should be kept positive as well. So we'll see which way she decides to come out today. So children, childhood, fond memories of the past, getting the photograph album out, watching videos, happy days. Kids are on holiday here, so hopefully that's true. Straight away I'm getting heart palpitations, so anxiety, panic attacks, or angina, heart attacks. Secrets are out, the truth is being told. So she's in the positive, she's looking after herself, but she's very empathic, so she knows she's got to protect her energy from the negative. There is healing from heartache, sorrow, loss and separation, and the heart is important. It is something came between you and what you wanted. It caused a lot of anxiety or grief. It could be minor surgery involved. That was our lockdown card, so it could have been during lockdown. It's also hospital doors, and the abdomen, the intestines. It's Virgo energy, it's health workers, but it's also concentrating too much on the material side of life, taking on extra hours, stuff like that. You've got to watch that because it'll make you ill. Because you are with the wrong team, somebody's breathing down your neck financially. Foundations aren't strong enough, possibly the work situation's not good. It's also study, 3-year course of study, possibly that's not going well, and it could be in the health services, because somebody is watching your work with scrutiny. Maybe you feel like you're failing there. So now we've got 3 threes. There's a reunion, a celebration, perhaps with someone from the past. It will be a joyful experience. But it may interfere with your studies. You may have to choose between that and your finances, career, job, etc. So it could be that someone's keeping you in the dark. And we've got Leo, we've got the white horse again, we've got the wall built between you and someone else. Something's blocking you, deliberately blocking you. Someone, possibly work, blocking you, deliberately keeping you in the dark and putting obstacles in your way. And it is to do with children. So maybe there is some sort of separation from your family, your children, and you can't see them because of travel delays or whatever it is. You need a day off. You need time to yourself. You need to rest. So take the day off and make time, is what they're saying. If in doubt, make time. You can't get that time back, especially with the kids. Maybe it's something from your childhood where someone, a grandparent possibly, wish they hadn't worked so much because, and we are talking about grandparents because I've got grandparent card there as well. Maybe because they had to, not because they wanted to. Your grandparents didn't get to spend as much time with you as they'd like, or there is a separation where a set of grandparents finally get to see their grandchildren that they haven't seen because of a separation. Maybe they're coming back off holiday, something like that, or it's a long-term thing. Yeah, there's been no communication, that is a fact. Somebody was possibly blocked. It could be a child in uniform, so a child that's been at boarding school or away, and there's been no communication whatsoever, so you don't know what to expect. Also, it could be issues with child maintenance, this one. It's immature energy around finances. In fact, very little financial improvement. So finances are a big deal. Also, those in uniforms, it could be somebody that's been away on manoeuvres of a darker complexion. Yeah. So you're torn what to do. Somebody has been or will be or is being torn between 2 properties, 2 situations, 2 jobs, or like I said, spreading yourself too thin, trying to be everything to everyone, grandparents, grandkids, parents. You can't keep doing this. The path's too hard. The moon is probably the new moon coming in at the beginning of June, but the 18 is definitely specific, and the 9 or 27, both in the negative, so that could be their birthday, door number, etc. And the 19th, so 18th and 19th, 9th and 27th, Virgo and Leo are mentioned. So it could possibly be the 18th and 19th of August even. But don't rule out door numbers, or wherever you see those numbers, they're all negative. 18, 19, 9 and 27. Yeah, a rejection. Someone feels ostracized. Someone feels like they missed an opportunity. Maybe you missed the opportunity to see the kids, and then it all went pear-shaped. It could have been even a year ago, possibly because of the lockdown. Maybe you haven't seen them since. You didn't nurture it, you didn't look after it. So somebody in spirit is either apologising for not being there, or telling you that you will regret it if you haven't been there. So a rejection. Yeah, because there was a demanding female. This could be a Leo, so it could be a new partner doesn't like your kids, or your ex-partner doesn't want to see the kids, using them as a weapon. It doesn't have to be a Leo. This is a very demanding female who's a drain financially. This is the drama queen, male or female. This is my Just William card. So William, Bill, Bonnie, Dennis, Waterman, Langford, and yeah, that's it, I think. All those names could be important. But she's screaming until she's sick if she doesn't get what she wants. So you have to move on. You have to leave her whatever she's doing on her own, and just make it you and the kids. Take time out, travelling across water maybe. So maybe you're going on holiday together, but or you want to take the kids on holiday, and your ex is being nasty about it. Yeah, because there's child abuse. Somebody's using children as pawns, or someone from the past returns where there was heartache, sorrow, or loss, or issues with your children or siblings. It's bad memories, childhood trauma, and like I said, in extreme cases, child abuse. I don't know why I did that. So they can't give you that card either. I shouldn't have shuffled. The reason why. So it is about the kids. It is about finances, definitely. There's no love in this situation. This is all about finances, issues from the past triggering. But the truth is coming out. So if you've been wrongly accused of child abuse or something like that, the abuser will now be found out. I don't know why I did that. That's very strange. So we're going to go back because we've got, we've missed 2 cards. I bet you saw that on camera and were screaming at the camera, weren't you? So that is why I was still shuffling. Yeah, so that wanted to come out anyway. So now we've got 2 children. We've got an air sign and an earth sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be cuspers. But this is somebody parking the hornet's nest. Lies, deceit, theft, somebody lying about this. especially financially. An immature person, possibly dark-haired, possibly sporty, somebody stalking, watching everything that you do. Not a healthy situation, is it? But miracles are about to happen. So the 1st or the 28th, massively important, those numbers, wherever you see them, birthdays, etc., door numbers. This is somebody that is many things to many different people. It's the hat collector. It's the magician. It's manifesting positively. So whatever you think about will come about. As within, so without. As above, so below. It is about children. It is about communications. So finally you might hear from someone. It's about twins. It's about siblings. Hands, arms, shoulders. But there's the Cancer energy that's in the dice. This is delays. Problems with travel. Either you can't afford to travel, there's a vehicle problem. Oh, we've got too many cards. Oh, bloody hell. Anyway, so that's, yeah, somebody's being had over a barrel by someone. Emotional blackmail. And you're going to have to choose what's important to you. The law isn't going to help you, I don't think, but there is a miracle that can happen if the truth comes out and the communication takes place. It's massively important. So you may feel like you can't do what you want to do because somebody's holding that child to ransom. Can you see? 3 weeks. Mechanical problems, speeding tickets, parking fines. For some of you, someone is apologising for not being around. There is a vehicle crash, an emergency vehicle, ambulances, fire engines, etc. Something to do with the family life, definitely. And the year of the horse, that you are protected. So somebody's watching over you in spirit. So let's see if we can get it right this time. So there's no coincidence that the cards are so close together. 28th, 29th, 1st and the 2nd. Then we've got this 7 or 25, but that's negative. The 1 and 28 is positive. So not working as a team. Using children as pawns is never good, never right. Co-parenting is a very hard thing to do, but you have to be fair. Not think about yourself and your ego, but think about what's best for the kids. And some of you, what's best for the kids is keeping them out of a child abuser's hands. But the kids won't understand that. So, yeah, it may be going to court. We've got the 8 and the 26. So we've got the 26th, 27th, 28th and 29th. We've got the 8th, 9th, 1st, 7th, 8th, 9th, 25th, 27th, 29th, 28th. I bounced about a bit, sorry. And the 18th. So, yeah, it's a marriage, a friendship, so maybe a second marriage where you want your kids to attend, and that doesn't happen. We've got the 5 and 23 now. It's having faith, it's speaking your truth, standing in your truth. It may be something to do with your upbringing in a good way, your religion. So maybe your religions are different, and maybe that's why this is an issue. But it's having faith. The name's Simon, Peter and Keys. Teachers and schooling. So yeah, someone is very narrow-minded. The name Alice could be important. So Simon, Peter, Alice. It's stubbornness, it's greed, it's narrow-mindedness. It's something that you can't or you won't do. And that's not good. It's the immovable person. The truth must be coming out. No more mind games, no more confusion. You've got to figure this puzzle out. It's not fair on the kids. Yeah, there is a water sign child now. So we've got 3 children, and it says blessed 3 times. So it may be 3 children from a marriage, or you may be married 3 times. Someone is searching for love. Someone is craving love. Could be you, could be a child. It's in its early stages, but you because you've come out of this raw separation period, and now you may be starting out on the beginnings of letting your walls down and letting people in. Or that may be a child, like I say, water sign. But this is an unconditional love. And it will grow, and it will grow into something beautiful. Again, the Cancer energy in the dice, in the cards. Also Cancer cusper. So the 21st of June, Gemini, brilliant. 21st of July, actually there is a Leo, and I would say that's not so brilliant. So a Cancer that's not Leo cusper. Yeah, because there is heartache, sorrow, loss and separation, it may be that grandparents are the problem. The kids' grandparents, your grandparents, or great grandparents, I'm not sure, but grandparents are in this somewhere. Someone is confused of mind, may say some nasty things. It's coming between you and either career, relationship, whatever it is, marriage, because they're too draining of an energy. So this is an issue. There it is again. There's fond memories of this grandparent, of this person, bedtime stories. We go back to the beginning where there's a good feeling about the past. There was some good memories. Hold on to the good memories, please, because there is a good, kind, generous female here. A reward financially for good deeds. A giving person, someone a generous and warm, giving friend. Someone, if you give them lemons, they'll make lemonade. They're a homemaker. So could be someone in uniform, like I say, a nurse even, of a darker complexion, possibly. Taurus energy or Taurus cusper. So that would be the Saturn. The neck and throat, positive energy, healing, and comfort. Finally, comfort. And she was mentioned in an Astral DJ thing. She come out of the blue from nowhere. So maybe she's important. Taurus, Venus. Let's see what today's energy is. April, May. May 29th. Oh, Mars conjuncts Chiron. So there's the healing. A good day for health appointments. What did we say? You must avoid rushing because mistakes will be made, especially speeding, because you've got speeding tickets, parking fines. Watch out for that driving problems, mechanical problems. Avoid rushing because mistakes will be made. So make sure you've got everything you need before you set off on your journey. An expert advice may be necessary. The moon is in Aquarius, which is really good because they'll be detached, clear-minded, and give good advice. So don't dim your light. Don't be frightened. Urus. And it is Taurus, the bull. There we go. So there's Taurus. And the year of the ox, maybe. It's about ferocity. So somebody's going to get proper mad. Probably the drama queen. Maybe you have to be a bit of a drama queen to get your point across. It's about the seaside, the sand, the beach, the seashore. The letter U or double O in a word. It's connected to long extinct wild bulls of the north. The aurochs, these untamable beasts, so wild child maybe, roam the wastelands were much feared. However, the sound of the alternative name Ur creates a pun both on the Old Norse word for ore, hence metal, and on a word meaning hail or drizzle, hence inclement weather. So then maybe that's why there's delays. As well as these subsidiary concepts, the syllable Ur can also be taken to mean ancient or primordial. This is a fitting description for any animal of prehistoric power, such as an auroch. The rune is considered masculine and a force of nature. It is likely that it originally represented the second half of the primordial pair. So the High Priestess is the second half of the pair, and what I failed to say was they are the perfect divine couple. Their belief system is the same. Ordumla symbolises the first rune, Feu. Uruz is undoubtedly masculine in character, and indeed there may have once been a mythological equivalent of the primitive mother goddess that was represented as a mighty bull god. If this was the case, then confirmation of the theory has been lost over time. So this may be something that happened in the past, and the truth has been lost over time. However, it is true that most mature of the Viking gods was associated with this rune, Thor, so Thursday could be important. The thunder god, the strong champion of the deities of Asgard, the sworn enemy of the chaotic giants, so sworn enemies, don't get on, was the divinity to whom the people of the north subscribed. The subsidiary meaning of both hail and awe add credence to the attribution, since Thor was the god of storms, the stormy weather, and the wielder of a deadly hammer. But we're getting out of that stormy weather within 6 weeks, and we're moving on wherever it's gone. I'm going to move on with the kids, if nothing else. So, powerful energies are at work, and you need vitality. This is a good omen. However, you must treat your power with respect. Don't be that drama queen, because it will not help you. And caution, or its wild nature could cause you to regret the fact that you chose to use your force in the first place. So don't be a bully. There's justice and fairness, but you don't have to beat it into the ground to get your point across. It's fairly easy to go to bull into charging, but it's not as simple to stop it when the job is done. So in other words, don't poke the bear, or the bull in this case, because you might get more than you bargained for. So you might have got away with something up to now, but everything's changing. This rune's association with courage and great strength means that it is certain that you will overcome these obstacles. Yes, you will. But force will not be enough to see any changes through. You're going to have to use your intelligence, get clear, get the facts, sort it out, to harness the power of yours wisely. This rune is considered good for healing, so any health issues, and giving strength to those who have been ill, and hastening the recovery, so 3 to 6 weeks. Uris may also indicate a rise in status, but first make sure that you're not biting off more than you can chew, and that's the worry, that you're taking on too much, because you're going off track, and that you're with the wrong team, because weakness and physical or mental fatigue are indicated. So you have to be strong in mind and body. So that's why you maybe need a day off, time to rest. So if you do have minor surgery or something, don't rush it to get back to normal. There may have been an underlying health problem, so perhaps it's time for a checkup or a thorough review of your lifestyle. There's a sense of being overwhelmed by events and not having enough will to face up to reality. And the card appears in this position, so take care, because powerful forces are raged against you. And they have been coming out since I come back from Scotland. I've had some dreams. So that's right. Powerful forces it's psychological warfare right now. So fourth house, as we know, is the home and family life. It's about learnt patterns. And we the family curse lasts for 7 generations. So what you're taught to believe isn't always true, but we tend to repeat patterns until somebody breaks that cycle. So it's about the stomach and the breasts, the home, the ancestral line, the colour red, home, parents, childhood, inherited patterns, family environment, upbringing and the womb. Well done, Spirit. And the womb comes out in that moon card, so there could be a failed pregnancy or something like that going on. A home obviously is not a home without a fire in the hearth, food on the table and a welcome at the door. And if that's missing, then people tend to go looking for greener pastures. Saturn in Cancer, the timekeeper. This security conscious placement clings family to the past, and that's the problem. We're not living in the past because that's depression. We're not living in the future because that's anxiety. We need to live in the now. Creating rigid boundaries supposedly to protect your loved ones, but it causes depression and moodiness. You can't wrap them up in cotton wool. They've got to be able to go out and play. So maybe somebody's being very stubborn, trying to control the kids, and they're feral. They're that type of kid. Let them out, let them be free, let them learn their own lessons within reason. There's enough shit technology-wise to keep a track on them nowadays. Give them a bit of freedom. Let them live. So, you can't make it up, can you? Cancer, home and family life, 4th house. This is also the 16, which would be the tower. So arguments within the home, electrical problems, leaving the straighteners on, shit like that. It's the home life, the Cancer energy. It's about your feelings. Feelings, sometimes we react to things that we shouldn't, and it's the moon, and we're reacting negatively because there's maybe been lies by the kids or the hidden things that you didn't know about, things that you maybe should check the phone or the laptop, make sure they're not talking to people they shouldn't be talking to, because there is child abuse hinted at. So check everything out, make sure you know they're safe, put in the boundaries, tell them what needs to be told. Show them the videos where them parents turn up as kidnappers and in the back of a van watching to see if they'll fall for it. Show them things. Show them the reality of life without ruining their childhood. Show them the dangers and make them aware. Your feelings are your God, so you already know there's something wrong, I think, in your gut. Rely upon the wisdom of what you feel. Because this energy of Cancer, and when we talk about Cancer, we're all Cancers because this is the energy of Cancer. You may also have Cancer in your chart, which will make it doubly important. They are mysterious and alluring, and just like the ruler, the moon, they are solitary orbs that float along in the night sky, yet still very much in sight. Cancers have a depth of feeling not easily seen, as if in the deepest parts of the ocean, fathoms below the surface, where there is great power, but that power must not be abused. Cancers are reclusive, and they tend to hide their feelings and have alternating moods, which last 2.5 days. They are emotionally vulnerable and are easily wounded, and they can be downright touchy when their feelings are bruised. Cancers can come across as crabby and harsh, and they feel for others deeply and are exceptionally sympathetic, but as they are highly empathic, the emotions of others exhaust them. Cancers are resilient and endure much, and can overcome just about anything, which seems peculiar because they are so sensitive. Cancer is a sign of the mother, and those ruled by Cancers tend to be overprotective of their offspring, which means they also like to take control and take over. So watch that. If you're Cancer, you know that's one of your faults, or you should do. If you don't know yourself, how can you be happy with anyone else? Admit your faults, deal with them, own them, then they're not faults anymore. After all, the child is an extension of the mother, who also needs to be protected, so she must remain strong and take care of her young. Yes, but you don't smother them and you don't learn their life lessons for them. Cancer is a sign of imagination. They have a rich fantasy life, so they do well in areas of creative writing, so like I said, written or spoken word, and also music. And with their gut reactions, cancers can be very accurate psychics. When the Cancer card presents itself in a reading, you can be assured emotions are high. So bring it down a level, go for a walk around the block, whatever you have to do. You may want to withdraw, or you may be dealing with someone who is withdrawn or depressed at this time. There is a feeling of being connected to the unseen world, so you know that they're watching, and this includes the world of ghosts and spirits. This card can indicate inherited psychic ability, even witch blood. So a psychic child will be slightly different, sometimes on the spectrum. There is a typhoon of power behind Cancer's strong feeling. But it can also mean that you are in sync with other people's emotions, so you're dragging in other people's emotions, sucking up their energy, and that's not good either. You'll instinctively know what to do at the right time. There is a sensitivity and emotional closeness indicated. If your question is about love, it will be a secret love, but one that is meant, because we've got both there. It's in the 5D, it's a telepathic kind of love. You don't necessarily be in the same room, the same town, the same continent even. This card can also mean the family or domestic issues need to be addressed. A mother or maternal figure is also indicated by this card. Women will figure in prominently. Women's issues, so the time of the month, which is ruled by the moon, and how women get along. The sign of Cancer is known for good memory and for the ability to hold on the longest. So daughters especially are important, but we don't rule out the lads. And the ability to hold on to especially grudges the longest, either positively or negatively. So they will stick at something until it's proper dead, done, buried, dusted. Although it will be hard to overlook any slights at this time, you have to forgive yourself and others and move on. Right now, your moods may be changeable, just like the moon's phases through the month, and you may want to hide and withdraw from the hurt and pain. Perhaps that pain is real or imagined, but in the solitude, you will build a greater strength to face whatever it is that's been holding you back, and that may be yourself because you're holding a grudge. Somebody walked away that did you a favour, because if they're yours, they will always be yours, and nobody can take them from you. Number 10 is about your strength, your growth, and your stability. So you have to put the foundations in for the family unit, be strong, and move forward with being stable. And I think that means mental stability as well. We know some of us get batshit crazy partners, and yeah, it's an issue. So number 10, endings. Finish this. Stop it getting out of hand. So the tree spirit is an amazing ally to work with. They symbolise strength, groundedness, how to put down roots, which creates a strong platform for anything to grow. And that platform at the minute, you're with the wrong team, which creates a strong platform for anything to grow well, including children. Trees teach us to grow in a sustainable manner, slow and steady, like this lady's teaching us, one day at a time. They never rush anything, and if they come across the obstacles that we are coming across right now, there's the obstacles that have been put in your path, they simply work around them, and that's what Cancer's good at. They go sideways, not head on, and overcome them. I call in the tree spirits to help me learn to slow down, to grow my business sustainably, or to do things in a sustainable manner that isn't going to burn me out. I call on them when I feel vulnerable or overwhelmed and ask for their strength, healing and guidance. They never let me down, and they've just flicked the lights. I don't know if you saw it, but they're agreeing. When was the last time you sat under a tree? When was the last time you tried to connect to a tree? Maybe never. How do we connect? Simply by being in their presence. So take them outdoors, let them run about wild. Ask for their help, let yourself run about wild. And their guidance. I find imagery is how they connect to me. So have your eyes closed and take notice of the images that come to you. So meditation, dreaming. If you haven't done the doorway thing, I wish you'd do it because I want to go on to the next step. Sometimes it can be a whole story that sends you like a daydream. Write it down and maybe put it on the post and let me know what you're seeing, and maybe I can interpret it for you. By drawing this card, the trees are reaching out to you. Is there a tree that you can sit under and be in the presence of? Can you go to the botanical gardens or somewhere quiet with the trees and really be present with them? So take the kids to the park. Whatever they are trying to tell you right now, they always work from a place of calm and quiet. They move slowly and steadily, so this itself may be the answer you seek. The tree is like the legendary wild tree, Idrisil, of many different civilizations, keep the world bound together. So if we were to cut down every tree on earth, the links would be severed. The veils are thinning due to the amount of logging, so it's vitally important that we look after the trees in any way possible. Find organisations to help replant trees, maybe take the kids to it, or work to stop unnecessary logging. Be active in your community in looking after sacred trees, or even pay special attention to any you have in your own home. Maybe you could take the kids out with a carrier bag and pick up all the rubbish in the park. The Celtic Tree Calendar is a great place to start with learning more about the trees and what they have to offer us. This was life-changing for me. So it looks like they want us to pick another Ogham later on. If I've got time, I will. And the number 4, synchronicity. They are sending us messages, so you've got to watch out for the synchronicity, which is the coincidences. Meeting up with someone from the past, hearing a conversation about childhood or something like that. Something that's said or heard or seen that seems weird, comes out of the blue, is a message from spirit. It's divine intelligence, the 5D, the 5th dimension. Cause and effect. What you put out is what you'll get back. And number 4. 4 is the stability and the 4th house of home and family life. Well done, spirit. You surpassed yourself today. So, the web weaver, so the World Wide Web, someone may connect from the web. A child that you didn't even know about may connect. The web weaver rejoices that your creations, and your creations include your kids, are far-reaching and have positive effects on the many. Every action, every thought, every word, every deed is woven into the web of creation. When the web weaver appears as your ally, she grants you the way to others of like mind and intentions, so connecting to people of the same spiritual beliefs and faith or upbringing as you, and lets you know that you're not alone in your endeavours. And the answer is yes. So we've got the 3 norms again. So yes, whatever your question, yes, yes, yes. Say yes to whatever this is. You will celebrate this. Where's it gone? 3 of Cups. Celebration. There they are. The 3 ladies. 3 girls, 3 women, or just 3 people. Just say yes. And this is a simple one because that's all it says. Literally. Beautiful card to get, and it's number 28. So the Magician. Miracles can happen. Finally, there it is. Yes, yes, yes. Don't overthink it, just say yes. 28 and 29, and we've got 28 and 29 in the cards. Absolutely beautiful, spot on. I will pull an Ogham later on. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye.